Sales process creation training. Understand the customer's current situation. Key objectives. Define the customer's current state. Use situational questions to uncover their existing processes, challenges, and beliefs. Identify any erroneous preconceived notions or cognitive biases, for example, confirmation bias, anchoring, status quo bias, that may skew their perception of value or risk. Why it matters. Behavioral science tie-in. Humans naturally seek information that confirms their existing worldview. By asking situational questions and defining their current state, we can spot potential blind spots and cognitive biases. This sets the stage to introduce new perspectives, a key tactic in Challenger, NEPQ, and JOLT approaches. Example tactics. Gap approach. Pinpoint where they are versus where they want to be. This highlights the gap between the customer's current reality and ideal future. NEPQ questions. Neuro-emotional persuasion questions help uncover emotional and logical drivers behind their current situation. JOLT. Principle. Judge the level of indecision. Early detection of hesitation or uncertainty helps tailor how you guide them later in the conversation. 2. Reframe their current situation. Key objectives. Offer a fresh perspective if a reframe is clear. Use problem awareness questions to foster aha moments where the customer realizes issues they didn't know existed or had underappreciated. If no immediate reframe is available, continue probing until you unearth potential hidden problems or impacts. Why it matters. Behavioral science tie-in. Cognitive reframing helps customers see their situation through a new lens. This is where you can leverage the challenger mindset of teaching something new to disrupt the customer's status quo. By surfacing unrecognized challenges or missed opportunities, you shift the conversation from, "Do I really need this?" to, "How can I afford to keep doing things the old way?" Example. Tactics. Challenger-style teaching. Reveal an insight the customer hasn't considered. This might involve industry data, trends, or an overlooked cost of inaction. JOLT. Offer clarity by reshaping how they define their needs, limiting the tendency toward analysis paralysis. NEPQ. Ask carefully structured questions that create an emotional urgency, that is, making them aware of the personal or business impact of not changing. 3. Present the value proposition, commercial teaching, and rational drowning. Key objectives. Position yourself as a trusted advisor who can quantify and clarify the problem. Use solution awareness questions to link your offering to their newly reframed problem. Engage in rational drowning, highlighting the tangible costs or risks of not solving the problem, thereby making the status quo uncomfortable. Aim for a concept commitment, confirming they agree with your framing and see the value in addressing it now. Why it matters. Behavioral science tie-in. People are more compelled to act when they see a significant contrast between inaction, cost, lost opportunity, and the clear benefits of a solution. The Challenger sale calls this commercial teaching because you teach the prospect something they didn't already know, thereby enhancing your credibility. Rational drowning leverages loss aversion, a principle of influence that states people are often more motivated to avoid losses than to pursue equivalent gains. Example tactics. Gap selling. Demonstrate how your solution bridges the gap with quantifiable results. Challenger. Present relevant data or case studies that bolster your argument, customizing it to the customer's specific context. Tailoring. NEPQ. Ask solution awareness questions like, what would it mean for your business if you could reduce that cost by 30%? This triggers both emotional and logical reasoning. Concept commitment. Once you see they're nodding or verbalizing agreement with your framing, confirm, do you feel addressing this right now is critical for your organization? 4. The close. Professional recommendation and asking for the business key objectives. Confidently position yourself as the expert or consultant. Provide a direct recommendation aligned with the reframe and the conversation so far. Ask for the business clearly, without hesitation. Use objection inoculation or accusation audit from negotiation best practices to preempt typical concerns. Why it matters. Behavioral science tie-in. Decision-making is heavily influenced by authority and confidence. 2 of Dr. Robert Cialdini's key principles of influence, authority and consistency. By controlling the final step, you show leadership, which reassures the customer that you are a trusted advisor rather than just a vendor. Applying objection inoculation, or what Chris Voss calls an accusations audit, reduces friction by proactively addressing what might be holding them back. Example tactics. Challenger, taking control is critical at the close. Summarize the conversation succinctly and tie the recommendation directly to the problem you reframed. Jolt, if indecision remains, offer risk-removing options, such as a pilot program or clear ROI metrics, to get them over the line. NEPQ, use neutral yet leading questions like, based on everything we've discussed, do you feel this is the best path for your organization? Then assertively ask, can we move forward? 5. Post-close button-up and next steps, key objectives. Solidify the decision by outlining implementation expectations and immediate next steps. Manage the buyer's post-purchase behavior by reinforcing their choice, mitigating buyer's remorse. Use this moment of clarity and confidence to ask for referrals or introductions to other stakeholders. Why it matters. Behavioral science tie-in. Once someone commits publicly, they're more likely to remain consistent with that decision. Cialdini's consistency principle. Reinforcing the decision and asking for referrals immediately leverages the momentum and satisfaction from a successful close. Example tactics. Implementation. Roadmap. Clearly outline how the solution will be rolled out, the timeline, and who is responsible. This reduces fear of the unknown and protects against buyer's remorse. Referral request. Who else in your network or within your organization could benefit from a conversation like this? Leverage the goodwill and excitement from closing. Follow-up plan. Schedule a post-implementation review call or meeting. This demonstrates your continued commitment, further building trust and loyalty. Bringing it all together. By combining GAP principles, highlighting the customer's current and future states, challengers teach, tailor, take control, Jolt's focus on overcoming indecision, and NEPQ's emotionally intelligent questioning, you create a powerful framework that aligns with modern behavioral science and proven persuasion strategies. 1. Assess the current state, unearth biases, define the gap. 2. Reframe with insight, challenge the status quo, create aha moments. 3. Demonstrate value. Use commercial teaching and rational drowning to validate your solution. 4. Close confidently. Control the process, inoculate objections, finalize the deal. 5. Post-close reinforcement. Cement the decision, clarify next steps, and request referrals. By systematically following these steps, you guide prospects along a journey where they recognize the discrepancy between their current situation and their ideal future. Trust you as a credible advisor and feel confident in moving forward with your solution.